Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, on the 13th day of December. And that's the 13th day of Advent and the 13th day of my Podcastmas. But it's fallen on a Friday, so it's Friday the 13th. And I know some people think it's an unlucky day, but like I said yesterday, if you don't want it to be an unlucky day, have a positive attitude to it, because if you're positive, you will get good things happening. You will be more confident. You will come across a lot better to other people. People want to be around you more if you're more positive, and then good things will happen to you. So you will be more lucky. That's the theory. But yes, the country today seems quite sad. It seems quite emotional. It seems very divided. And of course, I'm talking of the general election results which came out this morning. Don't worry, I'm not going to go on about my own political views. I'm not going to go on about what I think should have happened, if I'm happy about what happened, if I'm worried or anything like that. I'm literally just want to talk about something that Baby Blue said to me about the elections, and it was sort of followed up with a post that I saw on Facebook, a Winnie the Pooh post, which you may have seen going around as well. Basically, the post is Pooh and Piglet walking along holding hand in hand. That's the picture. And then it says something like, Piglet says to Pooh, "Did you vote in the election?" "Yes, I did." "Who did you vote for?" "I voted for Labour." "Who did you vote for?" "I voted Conservative." "Oh, does that mean we're still friends?" "Yes, of course it does." And that is really ringing true to a lot of conversations that I have seen on social media today, because people who have been friends for years, if one has voted one way and one has voted another way, it seems to be each attacks, like, "Oh, well, I've done it because of this and I've done it because of that. Oh, and this person died and this person done this, blah, 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 blah." We don't need all that. At the end of the day, the country has voted, a decision has been made, and there's nothing we can do about it. And there's no point in squabbling among friends, because you're the same person. Your day-to-day life isn't going to be affected today, is it? You might feel a bit sad by it in the long run, until all these rules or what's going to happen, what's not going to happen is in place. We can't start fighting against each other, because that's not going to work. And this is what leads me to what Baby Blue said to me. She woke up and she said, "Mummy, who won the election?" Because she came with me to vote yesterday, and I sort of explained it basically to her, and we called them like the yellow, blue, red, green parties. And I said, "Well, the blue people won." And she went, "Oh, how do you feel about that, Mummy?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know, to be honest, darling." And then she said, "Are some people sad that their party didn't win?" I said, "Yes, of course they are." She went, "Oh, do you know what there should be, Mummy?" And I went, "What's that?" She said, "There should be a rainbow party." And I laughed, because yesterday at the polling station she was telling everyone to vote rainbow, and I just thought that's because she liked rainbows. But the reason behind it is, she said, if it's a rainbow party, the red, blue, green, yellow, orange, violet, everyone can be united. And rather than having a blue party, a red party, a yellow party, a green party, it could be just one rainbow party where everyone gets along, where you vote for one leader amongst everyone. And you don't have to pick a side. You don't have to pick a group. You don't have to pick a club, let's say. And there's something so gorgeous and wonderful and intelligent about that. She's only 4, this child, but she comes out with some of the most incredible things. And I think it just goes to show that children and innocence and that sort of imagination rings so true. And kids say it like it is, don't they? If they see somebody walking down the street who's like dresses tucked up in their pants, they will shout it and point at them. They don't have that that social understanding not to do that. But it's sort of like that. They do. They say it like it is. They say it like they see it, because they don't necessarily know any better, or because they literally just say what comes to their mind. And not in every situation, obviously, but in some situations, I think adults can really learn from that. Children are very honest, and a lot of adults aren't. A lot of our adults are very wary and overthink things. Children don't. Children just act and just do. And sadly, it's all part of growing up, isn't it? When you get to a certain age, you do start overthinking things. You do start worrying about what your peers think, and you do start worrying about this and that and the other. But there's just something wonderful in what she said to me. Like, everyone should be united, and I 100% agree with that. Obviously, it's not going to happen, and I don't know enough about politics. I'm not going to pretend I do. I'm quite naive when it comes to it. So please don't start going on about, oh, well, that would never work because of this, and this, and this. I don't know, but basically, I just like the sentiment, and I really, really agree with it. I think there should just be one party. I think all of this voting and elections and it divides the country, and we are called the United Kingdom. How can we be the United Kingdom when everybody is so at war with each other at the moment, if that's the right word to use? And these are friends that people have known for years, and they're saying, oh, well, I voted this, and because you're blue, I'm not going to talk to you anymore because I prefer the red, or I prefer the yellow, or I prefer the green, whatever. It's not going to affect our day-to-day lives right yet. So we need to wait and see what's happened. There's always an element of, they've said this, it's not going to happen. There's always an element of, one party was saying that about another party because they wanted the votes. So it's not actually true. So it is just a wait and see what happens. Like I said, I don't want to go into it too much in depth because, yes, I had my own feelings about it this morning. But I met up with a very, 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 very good friend who took my mind off it. She voted the same way I did. So we weren't going to have that divide against us. And to be honest, I don't think we would have done even if we did. Her other half voted the opposite way from us. So we didn't then start moaning about him or saying, oh, we're not going to go see him, we're not going to talk to him anymore because he did this. Blah, blah, blah. No, he was the same person. She was the same person. I was the same person. And that's what you need to remember. But we just had a jolly good laugh this morning, and it perked me up completely. She is just like crazy, really. And when we're together, we just have such a nice laugh, and we know how to forget about rubbish and all of this sort of everyday political nonsense. And yeah, we had a lovely time. We've started going to a Costa that's in a garden centre because the staff there are wonderful. It's always very well stocked up there. They've got a lovely little seating area, and then we can have a little bit of a mooch around the garden centre once we're done with Costa. We really love it when we keep going back, and the poor girls, I think we're getting known there now, but they all had their Christmas jumpers on today, and they had flashy Christmas jumpers. And you can't wash them because all of this wiring is embedded inside the jumper. So they can't wash it because it will like fizz it all out and like break it. And so one of the lads who had one on, he spilt milk all over it. I was like, oh no, you're gonna stink off milk. Yummy, yummy. But yeah, it was quite funny because Baby Blue had her Christmas jumper day at school, and my friend's daughter had it at her school, but I'd worn my jumper because Baby Blue had asked me if I could wear my jumper on Christmas jumper day. Yeah, that's what it's called. But my friend wasn't wearing hers till this evening because she's going out for a girls' night and she was going to wear it then. I was like, it's Christmas jumper day, not Christmas jumper evening. You should have been wearing it. And I was just rubbing it in. And it was just one of those running jokes. It was just funny. And we did a little bit of Christmas shopping, looking for little stocking fillers for her daughter and doing some errands for her mum and her other half. It's just nice to be normal on a day like this, where if you're on social media, it can just really bring you down. And then this evening I've gone back onto social media and it's the same. People are getting very, very emotional about it. And if you are feeling low, or if you are feeling quite passionate or anxious or worried, my advice to you would be find a distraction. Remind yourself of what is important about your personal life. So the wonderful things your children do, your children's school play, your children's achievements, or your other half and how wonderful they make you feel, or a wedding that maybe you're planning, or a holiday you're planning, or your Christmas plans. Find something that can just bring joy to you. Because like I said, at the end of the day, there is nothing more we can do now. The vote has been cast, and it is just a wait and see. And yes, it is scary when you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, it can be really anxiety and low mood, just filling you with that dread. But it is one of those things that it may not be as bad as you think, and you have to hold on to that sort of hope and that sort of positive, optimistic attitude. Because if you don't, you're just going to get bogged down in it. And another thing, if it's really affecting you to the point of depression and anxiety, turn off social media. 100% come away from social media for a couple of days, because it's going to be everywhere, especially Twitter. Twitter's going to be the worst, unless you're following comedians, because they're quite funny with some of the things they say. But I would just either avoid it, or if you see a post that's mentioning it, don't read it. Scroll past it. 100% scroll past it and find something that's more positive. Something about Christmas, something about your favourite movie, something about maybe the books that you like, or the movies you like, or a hobby that you like. Get out and go walking. Hey, my thing. Take a camera. Go get some nice pictures. That's always great for the soul. Do something, grab a friend and just go and reminisce about the good old days. Get a coffee, get a nice massive slab of chocolate cake. Get yourself some ice cream. Go to a farm park. Go to a National Trust property. Do something that will just remind you of the little things, the important day-to-day personal things. And just forget about all this political crap, because right now there's nothing we can do, and we can just hope that there was a lot of scaremongering, and there was a lot of we can do, all we can do is hope. Sorry, if I go into it too in depth, I'm gonna be putting my own opinions in there, and I don't want to do that. I don't want you to sort of think, oh God, here we go again, it's somebody getting on their little soapbox. I don't want to do that. I really, really don't. So yeah, I'm just encouraging you to keep positive, keep optimistic, and just find a way to keep yourself calm and relaxed, and enjoy the small moments that you have in your personal day-to-day life. Could be a colleague that cheers you up and makes you smile. It could be a complete stranger who's paid you a compliment or given you like an act of kindness. It could be a friend that's bought you a gift, or maybe it could just be someone you've reconnected with that you've not spoken to in ages. Yeah. Oh, also do the lottery. I've heard it's going to be quite a good rollover. That would really cheer everyone up, wouldn't it, if you won the lottery and it was like a really big jackpot. Anyway, I'm going to go because it's the end of my podcast. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic weekend, and keep smiling, and stay optimistic. Take care of yourselves. Bye.